Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another episode of CSGO News. First off today, I want to talk about the relegation match. That's the last chance qualifier for the ESEA Premier League. And yes, Godsent was kicked out by Cadian's Team Rogue in a best-of-3 series. So Godsent, who just broke the top 20 in HLTV's most recent top world rankings for CSGO, they have now been defeated by Rogue, who is definitely not even a top 30, possibly not even a top 40 team in the world, and definitely an upset here as they beat Godsent in a best-of-3. One of the closer best-of-3s you'll ever see. Every single map went down to at least 30 rounds, with one map going into overtime. And yes, Godsent actually won the first map. They then lost an overpass in overtime to Rogue, and then lost map 3 16-14 on Dust 2. And what's the worst part about this is Godsent, you never would have guessed this a long time ago when the first Swedish trade happened. Now we have Fnatic and Godsent not even breaking the top 15 teams in the world. And right here, Godsent threw away so many leads. If you guys watched the matches, they had several points in both of these, whether they started T side or CT side. They threw away several 4 to 5 round leads to Team Rogue. But yes, Rogue has grabbed that last chance qualifier, the relegation match here for ESEA Premier League, as they upset Godsent. No one would have guessed this. And this next story, I guess you guys could say really no big surprise, but no one was really guessing this either. Yes, SK has confirmed Fox for both the ECS finals coming up in less than 2 weeks here, as well as the Eleague major in January. So Fox, although he was supposedly going to be joining Penta Gaming for the short time being, apparently he will also be standing in for the Eleague major. As of right now, guys, probably going to be because he speaks Portuguese, but still SK confirms this. It's going to be a big shock because obviously one of the top teams in the world, and they pick up a really surprise pick, Fox, for that major. I think it's really going to change the bets people have, or people predictions wise, for this next major, but still going to be really cool to see how he does in ECS finals. He has been given the opportunity of a lifetime. Imagine this, Fox, no one would have guessed him to be picked to one of the world's top teams. He has the opportunity of a lifetime to come back onto the scene and prove himself. If he does well at ECS finals and the Eleague major, will he retain his spot, or will they try and still go for an Immortals player? As of right now, they're going to keep on Fox for the Eleague major. Really no big surprise because of the whole roster lock situation. Many of you guys know all these different tournaments have all these complicated roster locks where if you qualify with a different team, you have to stick with at least 3 or 4 of those members. So roster locks has kept Fox on this team for the Eleague major. He has a chance of a lifetime. Will he prove himself? We're going to see at ECS finals coming up here soon. And the American minor also concluded this past weekend, and no big surprise here. I guess the only big surprise was Cloud9 had to fight their way through. Immortals did 2-0 Cloud9 early on, but it was Immortals and Cloud9 who eventually did go on to qualify for our Eleague major qualifier. That is happening in 9 days time. Going to be one of the most competitive Eleague major qualifiers of all time, guys. I'll talk about that in our next story, but it was Cloud9 and Immortals. Cloud9 actually had to beat a TSM in a best-of-3, beat them on both training cash. I believe it was 16-3 and 16-12. So really no big struggles there, although it almost went to map 3 there, but TSM could not close out after losing some crucial rounds there towards the end of the game. So yes, Cloud9 and Immortals do go through. No big surprises. Kind of sad not to see Muffin Lightning compete there, not do too well, as not really a big surprise either. But anyway, guys, talking about now, our HLTV new top 20 rankings did come out with some great statistics. Obviously, though, one of the bigger things being NIP is now ranked #1 in the world. And at the next major qualifier, guys, what I'm saying is we have one of the most competitive major qualifiers we will ever see. I believe as of right now, of the top 20 teams in the world, at least 13 of them will be in this Eleague major qualifier. So 13 of our top 20 teams in the world will be here trying to compete and actually qualify for the major. Of the top 10 teams in the world, we have 6 of the top 10 all trying to qualify for the next major, and that includes Immortals, who is actually at number 12 right now for some reason on HLTV. Cloud9, who just got beat 2-0 by Immortals, is I believe number 7 or number 6. So take away Immortals, put them into the top 10. We have 7 of our world's top 10 CSGO teams all trying to compete and qualify for the biggest event of the year, or arguably one of the biggest events of the next year. So kind of crazy to see. This will obviously be one of our most competitive actual qualifiers for a major of all time. Going to be really cool to see who actually qualifies. Also going to be kind of sad to see who does not qualify. That happens in 9 days, guys. And really quick, for those of you wondering, of the 16 teams at Eleague major qualifier, yes, only 16 teams attempting here to qualify for the major. Only 3 of those 16 are not in the world's top 20. That is going to be CLG, Vega Squadron, and Team Spirit. The rest are all inside the top 20, if not the top 15. So again, a really competitive field here. Going to be really cool to see who actually moves on. And for any of you North American fans out there, Selfless Gaming had some huge changes to both their female and male rosters. They have dropped Mitch from their male roster and Ray from their female roster, and they actually plan to replace both these players in the coming weeks. So yes, Selfless Gaming some big changes to both their rosters. It's going to be cool to see who they pick up out of these tier 2, tier 3 talents. Probably going to be a North American player for both Ray and for Mitch subbing in here, so guys. So big Selfless changes coming. coming. Hopefully going to name some really cool players in their places. And if you guys want more details on this potential new CSGO scam, I could make a video about it or potentially put this in a new CSGO news story where we have more time to elaborate on this. I'm not going to show messages or screenshots as of right now, but I'm pretty sure I was scammed. I did lose $50 worth of skins for this. Pretty much the new CSGO scam out there right now, guys. Probably not even a new one, but one I was new to me at least, was that someone reached out to me as a viewer. They said, Jake, I need your help. I said, what's the problem? They said, you know, I got banned on a gambling website. I had $800 to $900 on skins on that gambling website. I need you to help me out. I will transfer the skins to your account. You can withdraw them. I said, okay, you know, I won't scam you. No, I don't really care about skins too much. He said, oh, I know you're a YouTuber. You know, I know you won't scam me. So he transferred over $900 worth of skins on this website called sweetskins.com. I had 900,000 credits on the website. I was like, whoa, that's a lot of money. That's amazing. And so I tried to withdraw. I said, what skins do you want? I withdrew one of the skins. I pressed withdraw. Once I did, the website said you must deposit a value of $50 or more, like $52 or more. So I say, okay, hey man, the website's telling me I have to deposit skins. He goes, well, do you mind doing that? I'll let you keep a couple $100. And I was like, okay, you know what? I have $900 worth of skins. This website has 300 users on it. I'm definitely not going to get scammed here. I deposit a Falchion knife field tested and a M4A4 field tested desolate space, a total of like $56 on the website. And I try to withdraw again. It says you need to still deposit money. So at this point, I contact customer service. The guy's freaking out in the chat messages. He's like, what's happening, man? Where's my skins? Where are my skins? And I'm freaking out back at him. I'm like, yo, I lost $50, man. Where are my skins? And he's like, I don't know, man. Talk to customer support. I message customer support. They say that in total, you have to deposit 33% of the banned account skins because they can see that a banned account trading me over skins. Because it was $900, I actually had almost $900. I had to deposit $289.40. That's what it came out to. So I messaged this guy back. I say, hey, by the way, man, I'm not going to risk $300 worth of skins. This guy starts trying to convince me. After I already deposited $50 worth of skins, he starts trying to say, dude, you put your knives in, put your knives in. I was like, no, those are giveaway items. I can't do that. I cannot risk it. He then replies and says, dude, don't worry, you'll get them back in a second. It'll take a minute. And I start going, I already lost $50 for you. You can give me the skins, I'll put on the website for you. I will not risk my $300 worth of skins. After about 12 hours of him messaging me frantically saying, where are my skins? I'm telling him, yo, you're not getting your skins back. I'm not getting my skins back. I'm done. He has now since stopped replying to me. I figure sweetskins.com as of right now is a scam. I'm not sure. I talked to customer support. I said I put $56 on and they told me I had to deposit $289 total. I went onto the website again and they did not subtract that amount. I still had to turn in or deposit $289 more. So I'm considering right now that it has to be a scam. If I were to deposit $289, it would still say deposit more. So guys, watch out for this scam. I'm going to end today's CSGO News episode on that. Please just don't trust anyone. Don't try and be nice. I know it sounds super selfish, but think about yourself. If it sounds too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. But I've been live streaming a lot lately, guys. That's why my voice is not recovering too much. I live streamed again last night for 5 hours. We're doing another knife giveaway as well. If you guys are paying attention still, we have another knife giveaway down below. That'll be the second line of the description. It's going to be for a flip knife rust coat. Hope you guys all enjoyed that. It'd be a simple favorite. If you guys favorite the tweet, you are entered in for a chance. So you don't have to even retweet it. If you guys do retweet it, that's an extra entry. Hope you guys all enjoy this episode of CSGO News. I will be bringing back some very interesting series for all of you guys. Funny name tags. I have an episode there as well as a new series coming soon to fill in those days where I can't have CSGO News. As always, guys, live, love, laugh a lot. My name is Jake. Remember, I like you. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Remember, I like you. Goodbye.